it means you're gonna be bad at another.
Yep. There we go. Yo, what's up, everybody? Hey, I hope the lighting situation is fine. I'm not here in the dark, so I don't blend in. Even though we got the solar eclipse a couple times, I don't want to be the eclipse. Anyway, we got a good show for you today. Got the Hoop Guys, C, DB, and we're in full swing of the playoffs. So we got some more talking out. Yeah, by the way,
Oh yeah,
my Cavs is up 2-0. Somebody over here on the panel said they didn't have a chance. As far as the Knicks didn't have a chance. They're up 2-0 on Philly. But anyway, we're going to come back to you. Got a good show. Stay tuned. Peace out, podcast. Without further ado, you know how it is. We got my man DP, my man C in the building. What's up, fellas?
What's up, B?
what's going on with it?
What's happening?
See, I like the red man. Hey, man. When you forget about that, man, let me scoop that up. Just put it on eBay. I'll pay for it, man. Put it up on eBay.
One of my top 5 right there.
You know what I'm saying?
No
Shout out to Reggie Noble. Just had a birthday last week. Shout out to Reggie Noble. You know what I'm saying? Funk Doc.
Funk
Doc.
But we back in the building. Thank you guys for tuning in. A lot of things going on. You got to admit, boy, taking a day off of any type of news, you behind. Because all this news is coming out like a fire hydrant hose. All this money. Pause. Yes. So without further ado, obviously, thank you for tuning in to another episode of B-Side Podcast with your host, truly, Rob B. Sales. And also, like I said, we got DP, Dave Perkins, C Nice, Cornel Archer. Yes, I'm giving out your full government names.
Hey.
Cornelius. Is it Cornel or Cornelius?
I'm on the run. That's
oh. Damn. Okay. So what's been up, fellas? How's your week been going so far?
Good, man. No complaints, man. No complaints.
It's still early. It's still early.
It's still early in the week. It's still early in the week.
Hump day.
Hump
day. It's hump day.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Hump
Wednesday.
Day. Hump day. No Diddy.
Couldn't wait. Oh man. Hey, I don't even know what to expect. This is almost like.
Ain't he been exonerated already, man? Ain't no charges. So I mean,
So what did they slip in through the wild goose chase with that cat? What happened while that was all going on? Something must have happened.
Sounds like food for thought.
Yeah. Go ahead, speak on whatever. The floor is open. Speak on whatever you want that's been affecting your mentals this week. Go ahead.
Hey, well, I'm gonna go out and say this: food for thought, man. On a serious tip.
Yeah.
So, colleges.
Okay.
Free thinkers, right?
Supposedly.
You go to college, you're supposed to be a free thinker. Supposed to, gain knowledge. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Freedom of speech.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
So colleges have a free Palestine. You know what I mean? Free Palestine.
Protesting.
Now they got the police department out there. They beating people up, all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
At the college. At the college. This ain't on public property or anything. This is at the colleges. A couple colleges across America. Yeah. What's really going on here? That's my food for thought. I want to know what's really going on here.
You know what my answer is? Go ahead, though. You know what my answer is?
Let's hear.
You know who your enemies are if you can't talk about them. So you can't talk about the Israelis. You can't.
Well, this is not really about the people, right? It's about the actual state, the government. So I wouldn't necessarily classify this as a people That would mean this that would mean it's kind of classified as anti-Semitic. On this particular case, they're only talking about the government, not the Jewish people as a whole.
Well, I mean, if so, if you say anything pro-Palestinians, aren't those people not the government?
No, that's also a state as well too, right?
I mean, Palestinians, you're talking about a certain
they're
dimension of people, right? The Palestinians, right? Who
we're not talking about the people, we're talking about the actual state.
But there's people in the state.
I mean, but the
people in the state.
Yeah. The thing is that I'm confused on is that people are protesting pretty much the war and the genocide of
human rights. People. Yes.
So why is the police involved, coming in, beating people up, and all this stuff? I really don't get that.
Well, we know why the police needs fun. So let's just throw that in there for that food for thought. You know what I mean? They need some excitement. They got a lot of stress that they have to
also take it out on the people.
Yeah, take out on the people
that don't want to.
Come on, man. Hey, man.
Wait a minute, Dave. Hold on. Let's sit in this. Pause. So you're saying that so once when the police arrive on the scene, they can let out their frustrations on the people who's protesting?
Man, I heard the funniest stuff. It was not really funny, but you know, just some uncomfortable. So day before yesterday, apparently a cop got shot in like West Covina.
Okay.
In the back. But he had the bulletproof vest on, you know what I mean? So it wasn't necessarily a fatality, but he got shot. It was like almost like a drive-by, you know what I mean, on the police. So the chief of police goes on the news and he says, you know what I mean? He says, this person needs to be stopped. This man, who shoots someone in the back? See, you laugh too, right? You laugh too, right?
Yeah, because
the police do. I mean, right? Yeah. So it was kind of ironic. You know, to hear. And this man said, if he's willing to shoot the police, he'd shoot anybody.
I should be laughing.
Dude, but that was my reaction too after hearing this. You know what I mean? I'm like, am I hearing this right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again,
different lens.
And then on the same newscast, they end up saying that a police officer who was just basically given like a restraining order on his girlfriend and son goes out and kills both of them.
What?
Man, some police officer dude just went, you know what I mean, went ballistic, dude, killed his girl and the kid and stuff. You know what I mean? Same newscast. You know, so again, why the police out there? The police out there for one, because it's private property. You know what I mean, most colleges, you know what I mean, are not public; they're private for the most part. It's private property. You know, so and the sit-in shouldn't be a university policy. They don't allow no cats just putting no encampments out there. You know what I mean? These cats got pop-up tents all out there, you know what I mean, sit-in. So it is technically illegal until, of course, somebody throws a bottle at the police and then a whole out riot ensues. So like I said, they out there to let off a little steam. First thing they said, hey man, you got to go out to the college for the pro Palestine. Hey, nice, just go. Cats was hyped. Got some work. Yeah, you go get some work in.
Yeah, man. It's see. So like you said, you can't protest, you can't do anything now if it's going against the status quo. If it's going against the status quo, you're in danger. Yeah, now you know. Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is they're trying to pass legislation out there. Like if you're in your car and there's protesters or some protesting going on that stops your travel, that you can use your car to hit them. What? Yes, they're trying to pass legislation like that. So
yeah. Yeah, because you saw them cats out there blocking the airport like last week. That was foul. Come on, man. Don't in Chicago, dude. Them fools, man.
I gonna do some crazy stuff in Chicago, dude.
Them cats, dude. Like, man, don't mess with people when they traveling on airline. There's enough problems going on when you travel on airlines, dude. There's enough delays. You don't need no, idiots out there protesting for something that they can't even change, on the ground in the United States.
So you're saying roadways, freeways, bridges, access to airports should off limits?
Off limits, dude. Off limits. You get in front of the IRS department. You know what I'm saying? Go in front of what cats where it means something. You know what I mean? Don't be going in front of cats and messing with their travel. People spend their hard-earned cash.
That's a good little thing. If you're going to protest at the IRS department.
Dude, you know what
I mean? Something like that.
The Trumpers had it right. You know what I mean? The Trumpers had it right, bro. Trumpers had it right, man.
Who had it right?
The Trumpers. They had it right.
How what right? How what right?
Man, they protested right when the fools was in Congress.
Okay, but you got to be careful. Shouldn't you be careful about?
Man, they had it right.
Shouldn't you be careful about dredging on federal property? Is it like IRS? Isn't that federal property?
Well,
there's different rules. There's different rules of federal property,
not
state
outside
property.
It's public. Not outside of it is public.
I can't believe you have the Trumpers got it right in the same breath, same wind in the sentence.
I can't believe it.
Is your hat changing red, Dave? Is your hat? Your hat. I'm just saying. It's okay. It's okay if you're a supporter. It's okay. It's okay. No love lost, bro.
Smith. That's all.
No love lost, bro. If you're a Trumper, no love lost, man. It's all good.
I just said they had it right. I said they. Yeah, you hear that? That wasn't a pronoun for somebody at this panel. Was
so them storming the Capitol, that was right.
Look, see. Now you put
words in my mouth. You said, no. You said take out going to the IRS building. That's a federal building.
Exactly. I said, don't be messing with people when they hard-earned money. Go somewhere where there's people there that actually controls the legislation, and you protest while they're at work.
So storming the Capitol. Storming the Capitol was correct.
Hey, if you want to say it, you can say it.
No,
I'm gonna have me say it.
I'm asking.
I mean, no. Okay. It wasn't. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? I'm just saying. If there is a protest, best place to have it.
Okay. But long as it doesn't. So you're saying as long as you how can I say you support protest as long as it doesn't stop the flow of what people have to do when they're in public, far as getting to point A to point B or whatever they're doing.
Hell yeah. If I'm somewhere on the plane, these fools laid out, you know what I mean, chain themselves to fences where you can't get to the airport. Like, what the hell I had to do with that, man? I got to get where I got to go, and I spent my money. Hey, I can't support you if you affected my livelihood.
Hey, well, the new law that's passed, at least the airports will now give you your money back.
Yeah. They're supposed to, yeah.
They're supposed to. New law, they're gonna give you your money back now.
Man, don't take that too literally, right? You know what I mean? Because I don't know what that means, but they've always kind of given you some monies back. But we always know that there's a gray area, no different than like homeowners insurance and floods and tornado winds, right? You would only get your money back in the event of their error. And how often is it their error?
Never. Never.
That's not what the new law said. They supposed to give that money back.
No, because if the FAA says that a plane can't leave, it's not the airline's fault. And do you know if that is the case, that only affects our prices, the consumers. Where if somebody keep getting refunds like that, guess who's going to end up having to pay when they got to go somewhere? Dude, come on, man.
Yeah.
They need to stop with this, dude. If Biden is doing this kind of stuff, dude, this is killing us all, dude. We ain't gonna be able to afford to fly nowhere.
What? Wait. Where do we go from that to not flying? Where do we go from protesting on the Tamarack or whatever it's called to where we can't fly? What's going on? Hey man, your hat's turning red, Dave. Your hat's turning a little red.
Bob, you are the biggest. You are the biggest. You know what I mean? Lobbyist. You know what I mean for fair and equal pay, but you are completely against what you have to pay for. Which is absurd to me. How can you stand for one and not the other? It's like you want the fast food people to make $50 an hour, but yet, you know what I mean? If your cheeseburger goes up to $25 a cheeseburger, you're like okay with that. It's like, come on, Bob.
So wait, it got to be a balance.
You can't have one without the other.
There's got to be a balance. There has to be a balance. Okay.
There isn't. There just it. There isn't one. There isn't one. It's either you survive in the jungle or you live in a zoo. It's the same thing.
No gray area. It's one or the other. It's one or the other. Damn.
I mean, come on, man. Cause and effect, man. This stuff is
So
if they giving out refunds,
so
guess
wait
what?
a minute. I forgot.
Something's gonna cost more. Something's gonna cost more.
So what? So you supposed to take the L then? You supposed to take the loss? If you don't get refunded, so you're supposed to take the loss? I mean, what are you supposed to do?
Look, bro. I'm just saying.
I'm just asking. I'm just
Okay. So what about this scenario? The scenario is you buy a first class ticket and then they bump you down to economy.
What's wrong, Dave? What's wrong?
You refunded on that. So who's gonna pay for that? They done bump you down. You supposed to be in first class, chilling. Now you in economy.
That's different. That's different.
But that's also part of the whole.
Oh my God.
That's another thing. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Look, I think the airline has. How about this? Department of Transportation. Okay. That's really what it comes down to.
Who the judge?
That's Department of Transportation, which is of course governed by our federal government.
Who the judge?
If they're mandating that a private company to do something because it hinders consumers, they acting like they care. Let's just keep this real. This all started when some of the airlines was having some technical issues that kind of messed up their computer system, and CAS was getting, flights was getting canceled. They didn't know how to get in and out. You know what I mean? All of that. And we all know anytime you go somewhere, it's a crapshoot if you're going to make it on time at the airport. I don't know how many times y'all been somewhere y'all made it on time. You know what I mean? It don't happen all the time. But a full refund would only mean that we're going to pay in the end. Because that means some cats going to be riding free. And we know, hey, man, the flight's going to be delayed. Okay, we'll give you a refund, but you may have to go find another plane somewhere else on another airline. That's always been the case. That's always been there.
So how do you answer that then? So what's the solution? As far as if flights are always delayed, you don't get to your spot that you paid for a specific time to arrive, and you don't get there, well, how you solve that problem then?
Look, I didn't read the article. This is news to me. I'm just saying, this is the first thing that came to mind. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Okay.
That's the first thing that came to mind. You know what I mean? Just like it just seems like it's a setup for the consumer that's going to end up losing in the end, because now the airline has an excuse to not be competitive on their pricing when we already got a problem with bags and all this other stuff. That's all I'm saying. At the end of the day, if they start giving out refunds, cats will not be able to afford to fly.
Well, they got to do something. I mean, if they're canceling flights, so the consumer's supposed to take that L. That's all I'm saying. Like if they have some type of glitch in their system or something gets hacked and they losing canceling all these flights, what are you supposed to do?
If it's something beyond the FAA control and Mother Nature,
yeah,
I think people. I mean, but if you get a refund, that means you don't get to fly. You don't get a refund and you get to fly.
No.
That's kind of my point. It's almost like, I mean, that's what it's like. Hey, look, since it was delayed, you get to get a refund. You get to get on the plane.
So this is the topic. Said airline will now have to pay automatic refunds for canceled, delayed flights, and lost bags. Because my bag was lost before. You know what I mean?
Man, my junk got lost when I was in Germany one time. I ain't have my junk for almost 3 days.
That's the worst feeling, dude, where you ain't got nothing. You know what I mean?
Nothing.
Yeah. My food for thought, though, is I ain't going to listen to the song, but I'm like, what the hell? How is it that Taylor Swift got a diss track on Kim Kardashian? What is that about? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Look it up.
You sure they ain't AI driven? You sure that was made by AI?
AI.
You got sucked into the AI artificial intelligence.
Look at the Twitter, the trending. Look at Twitter and trending. You'll see it on there. I ain't listened to the song, but there is a song.
Now we know both of them got some crazy like cult followers.
Yes.
So if Taylor Swift is dissing Kim Kardashian,
yes,
that's a real beef.
Yeah,
that's a real beef.
Yeah. So who you think fuck most? Oops, I shouldn't say that. So all I'm saying is this: they're famous. All right, they're famous.
You,
huh? What? What?
Question, Kim.
So you say Kim got more bodies than Taylor Swift? You think so? Taylor Swift travels a lot, my man. She travels a lot.
You try to say I'm gonna say Taylor might be a closet more, and Kim just don't care.
Yeah.
Can we say that?
I mean, we've heard Taylor Swift's names with a couple pro athletes.
On the sneak tip.
Really?
Well, Kelsey. What's my man Austin for the Lakers? I mean, I know it's a couple, but I don't keep up. But hey, that was just where they took a poll, and I said I probably won't listen to that song. No, I don't want to get none of that in my algorithm.
You're gonna hear it somewhere.
Yeah, I don't want Taylor in my algorithm. It's okay. It's not my cup of tea.
But you want to know what? I ain't even heard like the Drake, the Metro Boom. I ain't even hear all none of that stuff either. That's what I feel about that too. That's what I feel about that too.
Hey, what sums it up when Drake posted the size 7 shoe? That killed it. That killed it.
Yeah.
It's over.
Rick Ross and all that.
It's over.
Yeah,
it's over. It's over. Drake posted a size 7 sneaker, like size 7 sneaker box. It's over.
I'm just saying, man. All that seems fabricated, man. It seems a way to get streams. You know what I mean?
It is.
Yeah.
So I ain't fall victim to that. You know what I mean? That ain't no real beef.
It's crazy. C was talking about earlier in the week about it's part of the hip hop cats battling, and then next thing you know, you see Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole on stage together. So is this fictitious beef? Formulated beef? Like you said, is just to get more attention, more likes, more eyes?
It's formulated, I think, dude, because these dudes, before that even happened, they were saying that they had enough material to do an album, that there's possibly an album that's already coming. They've had that much material together, but they ain't never came out. So unless there's some stuff, dirty stuff going on behind the scenes, these cats been making music together. So I don't know what the heck is going on.
Yeah,
well, they play us like puppets, man.
Soft.
They play us by puppets. They play us like puppets, man. What can you do? What can you do? Well, hey, since we got get out of this banner. Since we got the Hoop guys with us, we're gonna go into where is it at? Let me see it. We're gonna go into some NBA talk. Where's my NBA ticker? Come on now. We'll do sports. Fuck it. Yeah, so obviously NBA playoffs in full swing. Here we go. If you want to go back on tape, find a record when C was counting out his Knicks, said they had no chance, said it's a wrap. So how you feel now? You guys up 2-0?
It's still a wrap. Gonna stick with that same mantra.
You think Philly got 4 games in them to beat y'all?
Hey,
come on, man. Hey, see, you might.
It's a wrap. They ain't winning.
See,
it's been working.
Who ain't winning? Philly?
Knicks ain't winning.
See, you might get your Knick card revoked. See, talking like that, you might get your Knick card revoked.
Man, listen. Y'all heard it here first. Supposedly, we done found Maxey, and we done got the little win. Then the first game, we really wasn't supposed to do that. If they win game 3, maybe I'll change over. But Josh Hart, he gonna be open again. This is what this series is about. Josh Hart being open. It's worked for two games. We'll see if it works on the road.
Okay, all right.
That's it.
All right. Was that a foul at the end though? Was that a foul at the end? No, that was controversial. Was that a foul?
We had 35 years of us not getting those calls, so they just happened to give us one. That's all I'm gonna say. They just happened to give us.
So it was a home call. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because we always get called on that stuff.
Hey, honesty is the best policy. That's right. Right. And then DP, your Bulls.
I mean, we can still keep talking about the Knicks because C said a lot. C said a lot. I mean, we got to change the subject. I mean, him doubting his Knicks. He just mentioned 35 years has gone by. So I can't love myself till somebody love me. Type thing. That's. It is better to say we're not gonna do something. That way he don't surprise himself if they do it. So there's a lot of pain. That's exactly what I was hearing. Was a lot of pain. As you can tell, I remained silent, Bob. I didn't say anything. I didn't have no smirks on my face. I tried to remain as completely interested as possible. You know what I mean? So, with all that said, hey, I'm concerned about our boy, because literally if they were to lose, I don't know if he would be able to really, reconcile with his team. As because they're 2-0.
All I was gonna bring up the Bulls about was White not getting he got most improved player of the year, right?
No.
Maxey got it.
Maxey got Maxey got that, and then old boy got sixth man of the year out of Minnesota.
Yeah, Nas Reed got sixth man of the year, which is out there balling.
Yes. But that's all I want to bring up. Should White be disappointed where he didn't get most improved player?
He started PG on the Bulls.
No, I think he should have, because his point production, went way up. And he was playing with some gunners over there with Zach LaVine and DeRozan, right? So with that, so I think he should have. Maxey playing on a team where they was already destined to be a playoff contention.
Yeah.
With the MVP that gets double teamed a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, we ain't had nobody on our squad getting double teamed like Embiid. So no, I think they got that wrong.
No doubt.
Yeah, because put it like this. White got your boy up out of there. That's all I'm saying.
Got who up out there? Got who?
So Ball is up.
Man, you still hate. Why are you hating on the balls, man? Pause.
No,
my prayer hand.
He can't shoot, dude. That you see Kobe White and you see Lonzo Ball. Who you going with?
I'm going Kobe White 1,000 times over.
Just that's pretty much.
And for a lot of reasons, Kobe White can at least break down somebody defensively. He's shown that. Lonzo Ball can't cross nobody over. You know what I mean? Number two, you know what I mean? He can shoot. Both free throws and threes. You know what I mean? And he's willing to go to the hole and make a layup and make a pass. Yeah. He at least keeps the defense honest. Lonzo Ball is only good for throwing the ball up 3/4 court. and trailing. That's it. There's nothing else that he does that you can say, you know what, he's a starting PG for anybody's team.
I think Kobe White has won that job. If they don't see that, like, there's no
dude. And he got it for cheap. He got a 3-year, like $50 million deal, dude. You know what I mean? There's no excuse why he shouldn't keep it. You know what I mean? Just from a financial standpoint, they can bring anybody in now.
3 years with him and Billy Donovan, y'all got action, man.
He did that on purpose, Dave. He did that on purpose. He did. He's trying to trigger you, Dave. He's trying to trigger you, Dave.
Okay, man. Like I said, man, a lot of pain, man. 35 years. They say he ain't getting home the ball. 35. That's a lot.
Hey, but it's all good when Chicago's in the playoffs, man. I don't give a damn about the play-in, regular playoffs. It's always a good thing when the major cities are in there, man, especially Chicago. Lovely city. Love Chicago. You know what I mean? People, if you ain't been to Chi-Town, please go. Please go.
Real soon.
Please go, man. It's wonderful out there. Been out there a few times. Yes. But anyhow, anything intriguing that you guys seen so far as during the playoffs so far? Who's in trouble? Who has a possibility of continuing? Meaning that I am a Laker hater. I'm the profound Laker hater at the most. And once again, you guys as king had a chance to put a dagger at the end of the game, had my man fall down. All he had to do was hit the jump shot. Dagger, 1-1, missed it, switched off onto eyebrows, and then Murray did his thing. Boom.
Okay. Murray's been doing that to them for a long time.
Well,
and that's 10 games straight now.
Let's go into that. Sorry, Laker fans. I'm just here to break it to you. You cannot play D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves at the same time. Who the hell is going to guard Murray? That's why they have lost 10 games in a row, because neither of them can play defense. That's pretty simple. They can't play D. Both of them can't play at the same time. Until they figure that out, it's going to keep happening.
Who the Lakers got on their bench to produce to take their spots or take that time? Who the Lakers got?
Man, you might as well play Spencer Dinwiddie.
Okay. But you think he can guard Murray? No.
One of them can't. Dude, D'Angelo Russell doesn't even try to play defense. Austin Reeves, I just think he's too slow. You know what I mean? So, and when Denver, they're pretty good at the throw the ball to the Joker at the high post, and they actually give a fake handoff, and they hand off. Man, they always trailing that cat, dude. They always behind them on that trail. That cat is good at herky-jerky and getting in the key. So I think that's their biggest problem. I don't see them beating Denver unless the calls come in. You know what I mean?
10 games in a row.
I don't see them beating Denver next game. The reason I say that, once again, because y'all boy, Anthony Davis, he's due.
He's due for what?
He's
due get hurt?
To lay an egg. He done played too good already. so it's coming. You know what I mean? One of his games is coming. So I mark my words. We're gonna go back and look at the tape.
How do you don't like good players, man? I don't get that.
I like players that play all 4 quarters.
LeBron don't play all 4 quarters.
No, he likes Kawhi Leonard too. Explain that one.
The winningest basketball player in NBA history.
But
he's the winningest.
Kawhi Leonard is the winningest basketball player in NBA history. Google it right now. Google it right. Percentage-wise, he's the winningest basketball player in NBA history. Or the Magic and Bird. When that cat out there, they pretty much win. You know what I'm saying? So
when he's out there, though, he's missed a lot of games.
He didn't miss a lot of games this year. He played 68 games.
Anthony Davis played more than that this year.
Okay, but Anthony Davis will probably only have 15 points in these next 2 games combined because he's due. You cannot depend on that cat, especially in the game time game. You can't depend on him. You're gonna see. You cannot depend on him.
Well, I didn't watch any of the Lakers series. I watched the last 3 minutes of the last game, and when
summing it up.
Yeah, pretty much. It was actually pretty energetic, and I think this all started on the play-in. Lakers talking about they wanted all the smoke, whatever, all that Darvin talked about. Yeah, that's pretty much where I was going. Pretty much where I was going. You know what I mean? I was wondering who was the decision maker behind that one, because that required no thought or strategy at all for long term for their team.
Listen, the funny thing about that whole situation too, if you ask any Laker fan, oh yeah, we want Denver. Why would you want somebody that you have not beat?
Well, that's kind of what I was asking about you, saying that you expecting the Knicks to lose. It's like, why would you go against your team?
Yeah.
So the Lakers is doing the same thing. We're trying to say they wanted Denver. That's going against the grain. You're going against the team winning.
You probably bet against your Knicks.
There's no data. The difference is there's no data. I'm just going off of Josh Hart being open consistently. That's what I'm going off of.
So you don't like Josh Hart? So you don't like Josh Hart. You don't like Josh.
I don't like Josh Hart shooting the ball. He gives
you only when it goes in. Only when it goes in.
No, I don't like him shooting the ball.
Even when it goes in?
He'll be open for this whole series. Like I said, we're going to see.
I'm confused. So if it goes in, you don't like it?
We're going to see. I'm a bet against, you want to take the ball out of somebody's hands, and they pretty much have done that for Brunson in these first 2 games. He's shooting 30%. Josh Hart has actually just made some buckets. Will this continue? I don't know. You know what I mean? Percentages is not.
I mean, well, we don't want you to predict the future. We were just saying, hey, you guys are up. Just the data that you got, Josh Hart did a pretty good job last 2 games.
He did.
Wouldn't you applaud? Like, hey, look, he stole. That's found money, right? So that found money, you look down, you pick up $100. You got it's a great day.
Listen. We lucky that Embiid is hurt, but he's still averaging 35. So there's a whole lot of things. Just, you know what I mean? It's like he still gets 35 on one leg. You know what I mean?
35 and a loss. You know what I mean? It's still a loss. You know what I mean? I don't count that 35 as anything.
Again, we got the calls came in for us to win that last game, dude. So that wasn't really no win. You know,
it's home court advantage.
I get it. See, you're using reverse psychology so you can feel better. I get it.
No, I said pain. There's a lot of pain.
I get it.
But back to the Lakers again. You know what I mean?
Lost 10 games.
They want to guess their team by playing Denver.
So Laker fans saying, "Oh, we want to play Denver," but it was dumb because here's the thing. If you watch the Lakers when they play OKC can't beat them. Anthony Davis plays against Chet Holmgren. He actually plays against somebody more skinnier than him and more frail than him. Should have played OKC. Would have won that probably 4-1. That's what they should have did. I don't know why, you know what I mean? They was blowing them out during the year. The games were not close.
Yeah, everything that adds up to them playing Denver is the dumbest thing in the world. You got to go play in the Mile High, a team that you have not beaten in a long time.
Long time.
You know what I mean?
Very long time.
We know when a team is, got your number. They got your number. And to forcefully put yourself in a situation to go play them was dumb. Very dumb. And they get everything that they deserve. And
speaking of getting it, go ahead.
And my disappointment, though, Bob, is in that same breath of disappointment, KD, as much as I'm a fan of Kevin Durant,
man, make sure we got this record
as much as I am a fan of KD,
the two-tone Chicago Phoenix jersey.
Hey, man, this hurts me to even say. It pains me to even say.
She said, "What?"
You gonna say something bad about Katie or Chris Paul?
It pains me to even say, man.
You man.
Katie do we need a drum roll? Do we need a drum roll? Do we need a drum roll?
Last week, B, he must be on the payroll. He not on the payroll no more.
Man, after watching what happened in New Jersey and seeing what's going on here in Phoenix, is winning even a part of the mentality? He is in the same neighborhood as y'all King.
Yeah.
It's all stats.
Yeah. And no hair. Pause.
It's all stats.
They both need to cut their shit. That's what they
it's
need.
It's stat driven, man.
Yeah.
It ain't really about carrying a team to get those big shots to win the game. And we know in the playoffs, the last 3 minutes of the game is when those dudes get their buckets. And it's like they shy away from those winning plays.
Well,
is it just me?
Mm-mm.
No, hold up. Let me just say, when finally you said what me and my man, the Chuckster, has been saying for a long time.
And what is that, C?
There's a difference.
There's a difference between being on the bus and driving the bus. And that's where KD at. You know what I mean? He ain't really driving the bus. You know what I mean? He really ain't driving the bus, dude. He never has. He never has.
Look, we know that he simplifies the game of basketball with his shot-making ability and his length, as Bob would say it, pause. You know what I mean?
Yes.
On being able to
get
the shot, get the shot off.
You gotta pause the link. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
First time I ever said that.
Yeah. You're getting it. You're getting it. You're getting it. You're getting it. Yeah.
So him simplifying the game, you know what I mean? It's one of those, you would think as the game gets more intense, it should be more suited for his skills.
Yeah. He's been in a lot of big games.
Stepping on the line and, at the New Jersey, playing Milwaukee, but that's one game. They still would have lost 3. It'd have been 3-1 or 4-1 at the end of the day. They would have got swept. All that is moot. You know what I mean? But how hard is it to win?
I'm gonna give KD's a great player, but the thing is too, what I've realized watching a little bit of that series that we have to give credit to, Minnesota played defense. You keep saying nobody played defense, but them fools out there playing D, you know what I mean? And there's another thing about Minnesota that I don't think a lot of people realize. Mike Conley don't turn the ball over. But when he come out the game, Monte Morris come in. He don't turn the ball over. So they don't really have no turnover.
Monte Morris is fresh, too. He hadn't played all season. So but his body not worn down. But Rudy Gobert is an equalizer, you know what I mean, in there.
Cat out there running hard, dude. I'm like.
So with Anthony Edwards, the young, you know what I mean, cat up out there being able to play, you know what I mean, and play physical on whoever else the best scorer is, that just helps Rudy Gobert out, you know what I mean, and the whole team.
Yep, got the big monster behind you.
And we know in today's league, if you can lock down 2 players consistently, man,
you got a chance.
That's a chance.
But yeah. I mean, to be real, I don't see, going back to the Phoenix series, they gonna get one because they got Booker and KD.
I mean, we're talking about one game is nothing. We're talking about a series here, bro. Winning one game don't do nothing for nobody.
I just think that series ain't over though. I'm gonna go out and say that series isn't over because I believe in KD's scoring ability and Booker's scoring ability where they can win. Because Minnesota going up there, they got to score up there in Phoenix. They got to. We'll see if the defense holds strong like that, but they're gonna have to score some points in order to beat them.
I'm not talking about the future. I'm only talking about what's actually the data we got that happened already. And they've been manhandling them cats. And it's almost zap, Anthony Edwards like, oh, y'all had Devin Booker as a top PG in the West. Oh, let me take that. This is almost like, you know what? This is mine. This almost seems like it's personal. You know what I mean? For that young cat. No, I mean, I'm just saying to see that, you know what I mean? You can just see like, okay, it's gonna be a battle that's gonna be going down for years until they trade Devin Booker out of the West. Because Anthony Edwards is taking over like, you know what? Oh, they got you as the top shooting guard. Oh, this is mine. Yeah.
Well,
hands down.
You got to think though too. I mean, as far as Phoenix, what the hell happened to Bradley Beal? Like, did his game just fall off? Is he just non-exist? He's just not the same player that he was, or is it?
He's not used to playing with other superstars.
But he used to be able to catch and shoot. Now it's like it's shaky.
Well,
you don't.
I'm gonna say when you were in a bad relationship and you go to a new relationship, sometimes you take all that bad stuff with you.
Yep, the bad tendencies.
You take it all with you. You ain't never really learned nothing, you know what I mean, to kind of enhance the newer relationship, you know what I mean? Because you got all this bad tension, you know what I mean, juju on you. And that's what he got.
And he came in the season hurt. You know what I mean?
Who always hurt. Now that cat
he is on the board, half man, half the season. He is in there. He in that slot.
Yeah. But even though we talking about other teams, the Cavaliers who I root for, we're 2-0 against Orlando. It's okay. Going down to Orlando, we're about to be, we might as well go ahead and get this done.
Respectfully, they don't need to show nothing about them on ESPN at all.
Yeah,
I kind of forgot. That's a forgotten series. Okay. Y'all ain't getting no national TV time at all. You got them on NBA TV.
It's okay. All right. Okay. We can't help the market we're in. It's okay. We're winning. We're winners.
Okay.
We're winners. It's okay. We're up 2-0. Okay.
Dang, Cole. Who y'all playing again?
Orlando.
College team. You're playing college team.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. Hey. We have no deciding factor as far as what teams participate in playoffs. All we got to do is take who we got, suit up, beat them up, win, and that's all we got to do. That's all we got to do. You know what I'm saying? That's all we got to do.
Y'all ain't beat nobody up.
Switch hitter,
maybe Okuro.
Switch hitter is on, so that's all that matters. Switch hitter is playing good. Yeah, pause. Yeah, switch hitter, pause, is playing good. You know who I'm talking about. Switch hitter, a.k.a. Spider. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all good. So, Cavs, we up. Who y'all think is going to take the Milwaukee in Indiana series? Obviously, I think Indiana's up 2-1 now, I want to say.
And it 1-1? It's 1-1. It's split, right?
It's 1-1?
Yeah, okay. Split, yeah.
I want to say Indiana, but they just don't play no defense. So it's going to be a shootout because they don't play D. They just like, we're going to beat you scoring. So it's hard to really say they're going to win because they really just trying to outscore you. But, it's a toss. Indiana should win, but they don't play D.
Well, I'm going to say the Pacers because Doc Rivers is coaching over in Milwaukee, and whenever Doc Rivers is going to be what do you call it?
You have a chance.
You don't have a chance.
No, I'm talking about the opposing team. The opposing team has a chance.
Exactly. You going down in flames is what I wanted to say. Doc Rivers is exactly that. But to protect that, with Giannis being out, Dame is in his natural element. He doesn't have to defer no more. He can go back to taking his 35 shots and 15 of them from 35 feet. he's in his element. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like the crapshoot with me. You know what I mean? Because he back in Portland without Giannis on the squad.
I just feel like Indiana, they cool with him shooting like that because they get out in long rebounds. He missed, they out.
but again, that means more attempts for Lillard. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? The game is wide open. He ain't got to play no defense. You know what I mean?
He ain't gonna play no defense is why.
And he gets to shoot as many times as he wants to. So, and with Doc Rivers at the helm coaching, sorry, Milwaukee. 1, 2, 3.
Dang.
Cancun.
Damn. So how y'all feel about the Clippers, Mavericks tied up, going back to Dallas? How y'all feel about that series?
Clip show, baby. That's all I'm staying with. Clip show. Playoff P. Y'all boy. He's due. He got to do something in the playoffs. If he don't do nothing in the playoffs, he will not be a Clipper next season. That's what they put on them cats. Him and James is whoever plays the best gets the contract. Whoever actually doesn't play good, both of them don't play good, they both gone. That's what we're looking at. So,
oh wow. Well, if that's the case, he just changed my whole outlook. Dallas wins. I had no idea about this news right there. You know what I mean? Because we all know when you apply pressure, you know what I mean, things don't go well with neither one of those dudes.
Pause on that one. Pause on applied pressure. Pause. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna say what he said. You know what I mean? So yeah. With that extra added note, nice. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Bet the house on Dallas winning the series.
That's exactly.
You know what I mean? Because James Harden, when it comes down to, you know what I mean, having some mandates, you know what I mean, that's needed from him, chances are he don't have nothing to do with that. And playoff P.
We know how that goes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's got to be due, right?
Anybody that averages 2 assists ain't trying to win. Period.
But I have to say, it's amazing that he's fully recovered, done his thing since that tragic leg incident. It's crazy.
Oh, no question.
Still balling.
No question.
Crazy.
Yeah, no question.
So how y'all feel about who was that? Miami, and who's Miami playing? Celtics in Boston.
Man, boring series, bro. That's one I will not be partaking in. That series and the Lakers series, they'll only see like maybe the fourth quarters. I'll give them my attention. Yeah, I'm just not interested, man. Not interested at all.
Well, let me go to the stats. That's I don't watch them teams, you know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure I know exactly what happened. Oh,
yeah, Miami hit like 28 threes.
No, that ain't what happened. I just happened to pull up. I just happened to pull up the little stats right now.
Oh, you know what I mean? 28 threes. 28 threes, not Porzingis.
30 minutes played, 1 for 9, 6 points. But this is your man, 50 grand, who y'all ride with, though.
I mean, he had last game.
No.
What happened last game, see? What happened last game, see? They won last game. And didn't he have 20? Didn't he have 20 last game, see?
Nothing. So this is who y'all
Why are you still on that dude?
Saying, this is the guy.
Why are you on that dude, man? We ain't bring him up. We ain't even bring him up.
I just had to go see what happened. I don't need to see nothing else.
28 threes.
But this is isn't he an all-star, y'all said?
He was one. He can't take that away from him. He was an all-star when he was with the Knicks.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. Never was all-star. No, never. Never was.
You sure?
Positive.
You sure?
I'm positive. So this right here, that little rookie little thing, that ain't no all-star, dude. You know what I mean? You got to be in the game. You know what I'm saying? You was ever in the game. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So this little stuff right here, 6 points, 30 minutes, 1 for 9. That's who y'all ride with.
How many rebounds he have?
Well, he is 7'3".
Well, how many rebounds he have, D?
Yeah.
See how many rebounds he have.
Yeah, 8, and he's 7'3". So me and you could have went out there and got that little 8 rebounds.
They hit 28 threes. It wasn't a lot.
Listen, man, why y'all keep defending this guy? That's what I want to know.
Why you keep offending him?
Yes.
Okay, let me see what my man. Okay, so my man, old man Al, he played less minutes, had the same number of points, and the same number of rebounds. That's all I'm saying. And he's not 7'3". They better put that dude on the bench next game if they want to win. I'm telling you right now, he playing some minutes.
Can't have no bad games.
Boston bad game. 7'3".
Can't have no bad games. Can't have no bad games.
Can he get double-digit rebounds?
Next segment, Bob.
Yeah, exactly, because he ain't gonna get double-digit rebounds.
Yeah, are we missing any? I think we're missing a couple teams, aren't we, during the playoffs? Have we missed it?
Pelicans and OKC, but
yeah, Pelicans, OKC. Look like OKC gonna get this. I mean,
yeah, that looks like the Pelicans ain't got enough score.
You know.
Yeah, another series I won't be watching.
Ain't enough score.
Zion's not back, right?
Nah, Zion ain't playing. Man, he pulled a hamstring like
he done.
What was my man that played for the Cowboys? Barber. When he was running,
he got shot. He got shot from behind.
Oh man!
Threw the football when he pulled a hamstring.
Sniped.
Man.
So Zion, he ain't nowhere ready to come back. So
maybe, for this series, he'll probably make it back next series if they
not
lucky.
They not. I don't think they got enough scoring over there. I don't think they
No, everybody got to be on point.
Yeah, but I think matchup wise, I think they do have enough. Because if you think about it, man, Brandon Ingram should be guarding Chet Holmgren. I think the Willie Green might need to change that lineup up just a tad bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because that can offset right there with that matchup. And then he's got Troy.
So you put Valanciunas on. Who's Valanciunas gonna guard?
Kind of my point, man. It's kind of my point. He may have to come off the bench. They too young and too fast.
So you got to play.
Larry Nance Jr.
Larry Nance, not
Larry Nance Jr.
Larry Nance Jr. You know
I know who Junior is, Chief. Okay.
Yeah, I mean he kind of offset this a bit. You know what I mean? And with CJ and Shea, you know, their score can offset depending on how hot either one of them get. We know they both can get, you know what I mean, pretty streaky when it comes to scoring, you know what I mean? And then the rest is just kind of all defensively. With the other cat that they got on the Pelicans, I forget his name, but he played alongside. And then
Herb.
Dort.
That's my guy.
Herb, yeah. Him and Dort, like you said, same caliber dudes.
That Herb can't remind me as y'all.
Same caliber dudes.
Can't be all.
You know what I'm saying? So now it just comes down to who Giddy goes up against, and you know, and that, like you said, man,
Troy Murphy guarding Giddy right now. Is that his name? Is his name Troy Murphy too?
These coaches need to get brave enough, man, to be like, you know what, this is the lineup. This is what I'm kind of, you know what I mean, gonna put into play. You know what I mean? No different what you said about the Lakers, like who they gonna have guard, you know what I mean, Jamal Murray.
Yep.
Yeah,
man,
it's gonna be interesting. You know, hey, a lot of playoffs is in full effect, man. You know, so there's gonna be some different stories. We're gonna be here to give it to you. So now we're gonna switch it up to some politics. All right. Once again, with all this fiasco, the propaganda going on, Alabama's trying to slide something in there. Pause. Alabama, HB4. So what Alabama is doing, look it up. Since Juneteenth is a national holiday, Alabama stating that to counter the Juneteenth holiday, Alabamians can celebrate Jefferson Davis's birthday on June 4th. That's the alternative to the Juneteenth. And if you don't know Jefferson Davis, if I do recall, wasn't he the first president of the Confederacy, if I'm not mistaken? And so, once again, when there's always some type of moving forward or some blackness, let me rephrase that, because they'd be like, oh, woke. Well, any type of ideas, not ideas, any laws or anything that helps, African American community, there's always backlash, always. So yeah, HB4, Alabama, check it out. Trying to have an alternative to Juneteenth to celebrate a loser, the Confederacy, Confederate soldier, Confederate administrator, Jefferson Davis birthday, June 4th. Thoughts on that?
That's kind of interesting, because wasn't that fool like the representative of Mississippi? what they got to do with Alabama?
Alabama.
Yeah, I know that's crazy in itself. This man was like in the Senate for Mississippi, and the Confederacy was only around what? He was our first and only president of all of 4 years. The Confederate president,
something like that. Yeah,
but
it's
Alabama.
That weird.
But Juneteenth is a federal holiday. So Alabama doing that
just for the state. They want to bring
it's
Alabama holiday.
It's Alabama. Who's going to Alabama? Nobody.
Not I.
Won't see me. Ain't never been. Ain't got no reason to go.
Yeah, crazy, ain't it? Crazy.
It's Alabama.
Crazy. Any thoughts, C?
Like you said, dude, they want to celebrate a loser in Alabama. You know what I mean? Once again, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Anytime you keep bringing up the Confederacy, they lost. So what? I mean, so I'm still trying to figure out why you keep celebrating the cats that didn't win, and it's 2024. They still trying to get some type of celebration for a country that they live in that they didn't get what they wanted.
Traitors. They're traitors.
I don't get it. I don't think is there any other country that does this? I'm just serious. Is there any other country that celebrates the losing side?
Yeah, crazy, ain't it?
I mean, so
James. At what point, you know what I mean? Do they just let it go? You already took down the Confederate soldiers and generals, so now you're going to throw in the holiday, but you already took the you know what I mean? So whatever, man. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense.
I mean, if you think about it, how progressive things is going in the United States, some people may feel like they're out of place. Not to. Yeah. I mean, shucks, you got still people saying hi Hitler. You know what I mean? So, yeah, in the United States. So go figure that one out. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you get a cat like this and these people that live in these podunk towns that have these inner feelings like they don't get to celebrate anything, but yet, they see everybody else getting theirs, Asian Americans and Black folks Juneteenth, and it's almost like they're afraid to put their history up because it's like they've been ostracized for how demonstrative they were.
You saying this reverse racism?
No, I didn't say that. I just said psychologically, you know what I mean, that you can see how, you know what I mean, that they would, they don't necessarily think progressively how things are getting or how demonstrative their history was. So I'm just saying, you can kind of see how that fits with them.
The South. Well, hey, crazy shit. I'm sure there's going to be even more crazy shit out here as we continue on. But also, speaking of the government, let's bring this up here. Come on. All right. So it looks like, if you haven't seen this already, the FTC bans non-compete agreements for nearly all jobs. You would think that, sometimes when we hear some of these non-compete agreement measures that, I don't know. When I was thinking about this, I was obviously when I dove into the story, but I was thinking like, okay, these are only like high paying jobs and stuff, right? You would think that, right? Like, okay, I could see, let's say somebody for Google, somebody up there in the high offices. Hey, if you leave here, you can't go over to Amazon or can't go over to Microsoft after a certain few years. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it's like, well, what are they supposed to do to support themselves? But however, hearing stories like these non-compete agreements, they're like everywhere. It's crazy. Everywhere. Sometimes these agreements are for some
intellectual
low-paying
property
jobs.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. So how y'all feel about this as far as the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, finally ban these non-competing agreements? Because we all know sometimes we don't pay attention to that new job and some of the paperwork we're signing. So another thing is pay attention to what you sign. We always say that. Read what you're signing. But definitely, I didn't know that these non-compete agreements was that prevalent to how they are today.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this?
Well, I watched the series Billions. That was one of my favorite shows. I used to watch Billions. You know what I mean? With the big hedge fund guys doing it, and they would get upset for whatever reason, and it's like, okay, well, I'll fire you, never work in this town again.
Yeah.
You know how that worked, right? You'll never work in this town again. And they use those non-competes and intellectual properties to stifle people's growth and have power over them. And in this particular case, all this has the Federal Trade Commission. I think they got it right, because if somebody is willing to control somebody's destiny because they didn't get along personality-wise, I think that's bad business.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's really what it all comes down to. It has nothing to do with earning. A stockbroker on a good day is right 33% of the time, which is a low ratio. A lot of people don't know that. 33%.
Hall of Fame in baseball.
33%.
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So you figure with that type of number, you know what I mean, and somebody is not really about the numbers, because it keeps getting looked over, you know what I mean? Every time they do a trade, you know what I mean? It's like, but to tell somebody, you know what, you can't go work in the same industry, that's bogus, dude. And it's not only in the Federal Trade Commission, it's in software too.
Yeah. But they're talking about, all jobs.
Yeah, that's
all jobs.
But you said the FTC, so I'm just assuming it's only for the Federal Trade Commission, you know what I mean? But can't be all jobs across the board just because of, proprietary reasons, right? So,
no doubt.
I think they got this one right.
Yeah, no question.
I think they got this one right. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, you shouldn't be able to hold power over somebody. Talking about you can't
earn a living, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And the way everything else is going, we got people that lost, and we giving them holidays. I'm sure we can let somebody leave a job and go somewhere else. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I'm like, hey.
It's crazy, dude. Like on the show, man, Cat got fired, dude. That fool was working in a restaurant. Stockbroker, making millions of dollars a year, dude. Couldn't get a job, you know what I mean, on Wall Street. For that very reason. Cat had to work inside of a restaurant.
Yeah. There's all types of stories, man. Cats dwindling away their savings account for legal representation to fight these cases. So I mean, now you hear stories of people like you're saying, Dave, companies taking their intellectual property as far as what do you call it? I can't think of the name, when you patents and things like that. Companies taking them from employees knowing that they didn't come up with the ID. Now you got that right now. Now you can get your own patents now. Now you can set up shop right across the street from the company that you just previously left. So yeah, definitely we got to start switching things up, man. And sometimes the status quo, that ain't the right way. You know what I mean? So shout out to the FTC making that happen because, you know, with anything else, that's costing the economy money, right? You know what I'm saying?
It should be un-American to not have a little competition.
Yep, exactly. That's what it's all based upon, right? You know what I'm saying? It helps. It helps. Well, you know what? And with that in mind, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep on going on some new things. And also, yes, and if you didn't know, which should have been happening years ago, Reggie Bush finally gets his Heisman Trophy back. 14 years after he had.
Oh, snap. They really gave it back?
Finally gave it back, you know. Now, we ain't going to say how. What was the coach's name?
Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll. They gave everything back. They even gave him an honorary degree. They hushed that up a little bit. He got some press, but they hushed it up. He got welcomed back. Like I said, USC gave him an honorary degree. It's about time that the Heisman Trust decided to return the Heisman Trophy not only to Reggie Bush, but also the replica goes to USC University.
Yeah, goes back into the hall.
Yep.
And his numbers should go back up in there as well.
Yes.
Because they used to have the numbers of the Hall of Fame jerseys. But, you know, the question I had about this, besides Reggie Bush, remember, your boy, I thought he was part of this, OJ Mayo.
Because
remember,
he was supposed to went to USC.
Yeah, he did go there.
He did go to USC, yeah.
Whatever the findings of the money that they said that Reggie Bush his parents got for the house, OJ Mayo was also tied to that, and USC got some kind of basketball sanctions as well. That was also part of this story. They said that it was the same time.
Okay. Yeah.
So I wonder. So they said that he didn't get the money. That's why they gave him Heisman back, or they said, you know, it was okay. They took the money.
Basically, they're saying it didn't have anything to do with what he did on the field. That's what, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
and that he didn't know it was his parents and the agent stuff. You know what I mean?
And then another reason why they gave back, because, you know, obviously NIL, they got to change their stance now. You know, obviously it was frowned upon for athletes accepting money then. Now today, you know, it's acceptance. Right, so it's the same thing that they need to give all these reparations and take all these cats that's locked up on weed, get them up out of there. Same situation, same shit, kind of.
Dang.
OJ Mayo, man, I'm hoping they did you right too. You know what I mean? Because I remember, you know what I mean? It was both of y'all. It wasn't just Reggie. It was OJ Mayo got caught up in that too.
Well, OJ ain't win no prestigious award, so OJ's a moot. Mr. Mayo is a moot point.
Still want to get his stuff cleared.
What does it get cleared? This fool ain't win nothing.
He can't get cleared. He should get cleared too.
Clear for what? He ain't win nothing.
He ain't win nothing. He ain't win nothing.
Shit.
Hey, man.
That's not clear. He's a little ready.
Hey, look. If you fight for OJ Mayo, you might as well fight for Fab Five getting their stuff put up.
Damn.
So, I mean,
should be up in there.
Okay, I'm just saying. I mean, you seem like you lobbying pretty hard for OJ Mayo. That fool ain't win that. I'm just saying,
he was part of it.
They ain't even go to the tournament. They ain't even go to the tournament with OJ Mayo.
He was part of the whole report that just came out. It wasn't just Reggie Bush. It was both of them.
I understand. I'm just saying. Reggie Bush got eyes. That man ain't get jacked.
You know what I mean? Hey, OJ Mayo is what started people going to SC. That's what brought people going back to SC. Yeah. Remember, OJ Mayo was the #1 player coming out.
I understand. I mean, but the St. Louis dudes going to USC, you know, that was all money driven.
Got that right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep that real. That guy from St. Louis.
No question about that. Somebody was getting paid.
Yeah.
Somebody was getting paid.
Yeah, Steve Wonder saw that one. Like, who? That man from St. Louis. What do you know about SC and the basketball team? Nothing. Because wasn't nobody going to SC at all.
Hey, he started it off.
And he ain't changed no culture. You know what I'm saying? That fool ain't winning nothing.
We know LeBron Jr. ain't.
So hey, wasn't Ravlin still the coach over there too?
Hey, come on, George was nice. No, but that was
gone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But hey, we got something. We're gonna stay in I guess it's politics a little bit, but they got to knock it off. The House conservatives have a special group dedicating to preserve their power. And of course, guess what it's called? The FART team. Yes, that's right. They call it the FART team. The House Freedom Caucus has formed a Floor Action Response Team, aka FART. And if you haven't heard about this, it's because obviously they jammed up the House Speaker again before they voted on the bill as far as it's about to go to Biden's desk, and he said he's going to sign. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of things in this deal. Obviously, financial aid for Ukraine, some of the Pacific West Asian, I'm sounding like Roland Martin over here, countries. Also, aid for, like I said, Ukraine. Also, aid for, what's the other war we're in? We're in another war. Oh, for Israel. Yes. And also, with this, on that bill, TikTok, remember, telling Dance Bite to go ahead and sell TikTok to an American owner. It's crazy. But anyhow, the House of Conservatives, man, oh man, how people vote for somebody or running with these groups that they got a FART team? Come on. What is this, man? What is this? The far right, Freedom Caucus.
Man, this only brings me back to, you just jogged my memory on what my food for thought was going to be about.
Yeah.
My food for thought was really more about how Tennessee wants to pass a bill to allow teachers and admins to carry guns.
All bad.
And I'm like, well, okay, to protect the students. This is to protect the students.
Allegedly. Mm-hmm.
Allegedly, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yet, this is almost similar to something like this on the insurrection we talk about. Why isn't Congress trying to bring guns into the House to protect themselves? But they would rather, put our kids in danger for some emotional teachers. We've seen teachers fight students, right? It's out there, right? So they can, pull the fear for their life and, pull out a gun.
Man.
Or students get to the gun.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The gun is going to be more of the problem.
Yeah, because they say they only need 40 hours and then they'll be allowed to carry a gun. I'm like, well, what about if the teacher ain't graduating none of the students? They shouldn't be allowed to get a gun because they ain't doing their job to even help the students succeed in life, let alone keep them alive.
Man, let me just say this, and I think who was it? I think it was DLU. We had posted this comment as well. A few months back, I went to this concealed carry class, gun class. Took my little, training and all this stuff. And, it was 8 hours one day and another 8 hours another day.
8 hours? Shit.
And in this class, yeah, it was long as hell. But in this class, that's not even the half. But in this class, it's me and one other Afro-American cat in the class. And I'm looking around. And it's a lot of what do you call them?
Euro-Americans?
Euro-Americans.
Mm-hmm.
But the fear factor of what if he's looking at me? What if he told me something? That fear factor is a real thing. TV, actually has a lot of people in the world that are scared of what might happen. Not what actually is going to happen, what might happen. So this goes into, I want to be able to protect myself in the classroom.
Yeah, keep on.
Knowing
Baboon
that,
bladder, keep on.
Knowing that 90% of the people, when something really happened, ain't going to be doing nothing about, oh, let me get the gun. It's the craziest thing. So it's the fear factor that's
they may not even have it on them.
But like I said, Dave, if you would have listened to these people, their stories of, well, what if somebody did this? What if somebody had a gun and then I got my gun? Like, fool, you ain't gonna be doing nothing like that. If somebody, even the old instructor was like, hey man, the first thing you should do is, if you can do anything, is run away. He said no, but no, because but you're laughing, but here is the reasoning. Here's the reasoning behind it, though. A lot of people don't understand that you pull your gun and I pull my gun out.
Somebody got to shoot.
First of all, somebody's got to shoot. Supposedly you pull your gun out and I pull my gun out, you take off, right? But somebody saw me. Somebody saw me and calls the police. That's brandishing a firearm. That's a felony. Number one. Number two, you know what I mean? If you shoot somebody and kill them, you just don't get to go home for the day. You going to jail, and then there's another legal ramifications. Then if you shoot somebody and say it shoots somebody and it goes through somebody and hits somebody else, there's legal ramifications for all this stuff. So a lot of times when people keep thinking like, oh, I'm going to bring out my gun if the shooter's up in here, there's ramifications for all of this stuff. You're not just going to get to go home because you shot the bad guy and something else happened. 95% of the time, just run away. If you can get away, run away, dude. That. So these people thinking that, oh, I have a gun and I'm gonna protect myself, that's a false narrative. That's the fear factor that's in their head. That's a false narrative. I couldn't believe the story.
It's called NRA marketing.
It's a false narrative, man.
That's what it's called. They got to sell these things that they making. You can't even shoot nobody who's coming into your house.
No.
Without those same ramifications you just spoke about.
Speaking of that, there was a lady in the class that actually had did that. 1988. Moved from Oklahoma, was living in Santa Monica. Cat broke into her house, had her trapped up in the room. She shot through the door. Ended up shooting that fool. DA basically wanted to prosecute her, talking about she shot a firearm and shot somebody. She was like, I was trapped up in the room. Tried to get the cops to actually turn against her and press charges. They was like, nah, fool broke up in her house.
Shouldn't even be a discussion. We're talking shouldn't even be admissible in court. He's in a place where he don't belong. But that's the problem with owning a gun.
Like I said,
people think there's some safety. You don't get no extra added safety by you know what I mean, holding a gun.
None.
It causes more harm than anything. Like you can try and shoot somebody, shoot the wrong person, and all of a sudden, which happens all the time, and now you, like you said, you were trying to shoot somebody else.
Like I
said, you shot two other people in the process.
Yep. We don't have the police. We don't have the policeman's. We don't have the policeman's right.
People don't understand the emotions or the psychology behind juice. That movie said a lot. You know what I mean? I went to dinner with some cats. Oh man, you ain't got no gun? I got shot. Like, nah, bro, I don't need no gun.
Exactly.
I said, I may get juice.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I got the power.
I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need it. Why are you gonna protect yourself? You know what I mean? It's like, hey, man, there's a difference between protecting yourself. You know what I mean? You putting yourself in the need of protection.
Right. That's protecting yourself. Run up out of there.
Look, man, I remember one time, dude, I was like 19 years old. Went to a spot in Long Beach. Spot had been no bigger than somebody's bedroom, dude. Cat came up in that spot, dude, with the gun, pulled everybody out of the club, dude. And we lined up against the wall, man.
Damn.
This is 89.
Yeah.
In Long Beach. Police down the street parked in the middle of the road, dude, behind a car while the dude is out there looking for somebody, man. You know what I mean? First thing, of course, our mind is like, man, I think I'm fast enough to run, right? Don't do it.
Hey, like I said, dude, people think they're going to do certain things. And when you get to it, you be like, hey,
don't do it.
Listen.
Be smart.
I'll tell you a crazy story. I was at a party. Cass was talking junk to some dude inside the party. And they beat this dude up. They start chasing the dude down the middle of the street. Dude got to the whip. Dude got the 9mm out the whip. And I see Cass come running back towards the party. I'm leaving. Next thing I know, I'm like, oh, I'm hearing gunshots. Man, I dip behind the car. I'm chilling. Then I get up to the other side of the car. That fool came on the same side of the car and had the gun pointed like this at me. That fool, I don't know how he noticed, but he was like, I'm not trying to shoot you. And that fool shot around me at them cats. So with that being said, I was 10 feet away from being shot with somebody shooting.
But imagine this. Imagine if you are who you are today, you have a gun, your immediate thing was, let me reach for it. And when you reach for it, guess what happens?
I'm just glad that dude knew who he was shooting at.
I'm just saying.
He would have shot me.
For those who think that they're using it as protection, don't normally always have it on their person at all times. At all times. Mm-hmm. Again, somebody's fooling somebody with this narrative.
The gun in the classroom is a bad thing because we know how kids are. And if you...
We know how humans are as teachers. People have bad emotional days.
Cleveland,
and you get triggered.
Ohio.
You get triggered. Yeah, anything happening in Cleveland, Ohio, them cats is already messed up in the head.
You know what I mean? So it's not a good thing to have guns in the classroom with the teacher. And kids know this. Kids are going to know that. You know what I mean?
Wow. Speaking of somebody from Chicago and New York, are you kidding me? We're not even close. We're not even close.
Gangs is not killing everybody in Chicago, man. There's people posed as gang members going around.
I didn't say that. I didn't say gangs. I'm just saying gunplay. There's a lot more gunplay in Chicago and New York than Cleveland. There's more gunplay. There's more ninjas out there. More ninjas.
It's not what you think it is, man.
No doubt. Well, hey, on Gun Talk, we're gonna end it on that note. Thanks for tuning in. Great show. Hey, we went a little bit over, but that's because we had great things to talk about. So tune in, subscribe, hit the like button. Come on, tune in. See, give us your handle where people can locate you, find you.
Nice on X.
Okay.
Nights on Instagram. And hey, go pick up that single.
What single?
And Nas.
I ain't like it, man.
Come on, man.
I didn't like it, man.
Man, it's the precursor.
30 years of the game.
They could
30 years of the game.
They could have did better than that, though.
Precursor to the album.
And they could have did better than that.
DP, where they can find you? Give us your handle.
At Dave Perk the King on X. Need y'all to follow me. I'll follow you back.
Here it is. Hey, you can always check us out at the bsidepodcast.com, the bsidepodcast.com, bsidepodcast.com, can't talk. You can check us out on X at the B-Side Podcast 2, the B-Side Podcast 2 on X, on IG. Check us out, the B-Side Podcast Q, B-Side Podcast Q. Definitely you can check me out at AR Sales 2 on IG, AR Sales 2 on IG. Where's my X? Also on the X. Check me out, Rob B. I can't even talk. At Rob_B Sales. At Rob_B Sales on X. Definitely check out what we got going on at thesellersfoundation.com. Check us out. We got scholarships. We got things going on with our foundation. Check us out there. All right. Well, with that now said, thanks again for tuning in. Let me get the hand clap. Let me get the hand clap going. There we go. Let's get the hand clap going. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all another time. Think we'll be good, fellas. I'll let you know. Hey, just stay on just in case we might be able to get up off of here. But anyhow,
Tyler,
thanks for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next time.
Be safe, people.
Peace.